Hey guys, it's me, Seren, back with another video. I want to start off by saying that a lot of you guys asked during my Boo's Big live stream yesterday if I cut my hair, and I did trim it a little bit more. I felt like it was growing back really fast, and I wanted another fresh start, so I cut it again. So it is a little bit shorter. I am also still considering changing the color, but I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I did trim it, so I do have a little bit of a trim. It is shorter for anyone thinking. Is Soren's hair shorter? It is. You guys know that I no longer review award shows. For those of you that are interested in some of my older reviews on awards and some of my other videos on my feelings about, award shows and a lot of the times feeling like they convey really weird ideas about, the validity of art and black art. I will include a link in the description box to some videos and some playlists that I have on award shows, but I was very curious about the BET remote awards that they were going to do. I did not watch them in full because I still don't care, but I did catch the opener, the performance from Meg the Stallion, and I also watched Chloe and Halle, their performance, because they uploaded it to IGTV, so I watched it there. And you guys know I really like Meg the Stallion. I've been rooting for her. I've been following her career. I've done a few videos on her, and I've also I've been interested in Chloe and Halle. I think they're really, really, really talented. I haven't been exactly sure like what their lane is, but I've been very curious about them for a while. So I was really happy to like finally catch a performance from them. This is actually my first performance of them that I've ever seen. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do a little sort of review recap of Meg the Stallion and Chloe and Halle at the BET Awards. So yay! So I'm going to start off talking about Meg the Stallion. She opened up the show. She did her new song, Girls in the Hood, and she also did the Savage remix. It was, the performance was like social distancing style. They did a whole outdoor movie, which I thought was a really great idea. I feel like it's been very interesting to see how creative people are getting with like these COVID performances. You can't do an in-person show, so, remote with these performances was an interesting concept. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. Let me just say that. So Meg utilized a Mad Max theme. Her performance was entirely outdoors. It's like you can't do an in-person performance, so remote with these remote performances is an interesting concept. Meg utilized a Mad Max theme with the girls in the middle of a sort of post-apocalyptic desert, so the whole thing was outside. She opened with her most recent drop, Girls in the Hood, which I feel like is a cute song. I like it. It reminds me of the Run DMC rap remix of Walk This Way or something, like Walk This Way, with the rap. It sort of has that vibe for me. I like it. I feel like Meg has this huge personality. She has this huge stage presence. There was a very high production value. It literally looked like a movie. It looked like a lot of money was invested into this performance, and she looked great. Like the costumes were great. Again, it was a Mad Max theme with the outfits that they had on. It was very Tina Turner. Oh, sorry. I just hit something in case you guys heard that. A vase. It was very Tina Turner in Mad Max. I thought she looked amazing. Her hair looked amazing. Her makeup was on point. I know people have complained about feeling like she wears too much makeup, but I thought she looked really good. The Savage remix element of it, they transitioned to a different sort of like outdoor space in the desert, and it just looked incredible. They got up on these risers. It was like Meg and the backup dancers. So they were up on these risers. A riser here, a riser here, a riser here, some people up here, some people down here. So there was just a lot of visual interest. There was a lot of things going on, and the girls are dancing. They have on these shoulder pads, and they're while still keeping them socially distanced. And they have these masks on that totally fit with the Mad Max theme, and it seemed really, really, really smart. It was a smart performance. It was really well thought out. Meg did some super cute little choreography during Beyonce's part of the Savage remix. She's normally not one for choreo, so that was nice to see her, give us a little bit of choreo. They've probably been rehearsing this for a while. I'm not sure how. I guess they were doing like remote Zoom rehearsals, but she looked really good during the choreo. I did notice that Meg was the only one that didn't have a mask on. I guess they felt like she can't wear a mask because her face is a part of the deal, her likeness, her image. So that's going to be really interesting, again, to see how performances and live performances and things of that nature evolve, during COVID and even in our lives after COVID. I thought that, again, this was a really good, smart idea, and it was executed perfect. Meg had Black backup dancers that were, there was some variety in sizes and body types, which is always nice to see. Meg's body was banging as usual. She did a split. I don't know if she's been able to do a split all this time, or if, again, that was something that was rehearsed specifically for this performance. But it was dope. There was a Black Power fist in the back. There were signs that said Black Lives Matter, again. And it all fit everything that's going on right now in terms of the unrest, in terms of the COVID, the social distancing, the masks, the safety, but it also still fit with the Mad Max themes of revolution and uprising and living in this sort of broken world and what comes next. Just very well done. Whoever put this performance together did a bang-up job on everything from the conception to the execution, and Meg ate it up. You could tell she was feeling it. They also put the rock guitar on the Savage remix beat and made the song 10 times better to me. You guys know that I felt the production of the Savage remix was a little bit off. I felt like it was a little bit subdued. I felt like it was missing something. And that rock guitar that they put, it perked it right up for me. At the end, she's riding in the car. She's in the fucking kitted out whip with the fucking mutant with the mask on. Again, very Mad Max, because they ride the kitted out cars. They do the races in Mad Max with the mask on. It was just, I loved it. I thought it was really exciting, I thought it was much more exciting than what I've seen the Savage remix do up until now. I also loved this theme for Meg, Mad Max, because she said repeatedly that she loves movies. She loves movies. She loves the 70s blaxploitation movies. She loves the horror movies, which we saw some of that influence in the Fever music video. We were supposed to get a short film that, unfortunately, due to her issues with her label, wasn't able to be released. It's always interesting to see some of the movie references in her videos. The bitch intro also, which was from the Players Club. Now it's this Mad Max performance. Things like that, the little touches. I really like Meg the Stallion as an artist. I think she's definitely one of the most interesting, if not the most interesting, of the girls, and especially the rap girls and the newer artists that are out right now. I felt like watching this performance, it was better than the damn Mad Max movie, which some of y'all might remember I did a review video on when it came out, but it had no black people. This one got Black Power fists and Black Lives Matter signs and black girls with masks on shaking their asses and rock guitar and Meg doing splits and kitted out fucking cars riding off into the desert with the mutant with the mask on. Everybody was safe, wearing masks, socially distanced. It was a great idea, and it was executed perfect, and it was a great opening, and it didn't look cheap. The production values were high. The choreography, really clear. The cinematography, really clear, crisp visuals. Very strong opening. They did that. I liked it a lot. I would love to see that type of thing moving forward. So I'm a little less familiar with Chloe and Halle than I am Meg the Stallion. I think that I even right now I want to call them little girls. Like, I think the little girls from Chloe and Halle are so talented. I've thought that Chloe and Halle were really talented for a while. I know this is their second album. Ungodly Hour came out a couple weeks ago. And I listened to it. I could do a review for it if that's something that you guys might want. Because I've just been kind of like working my way through it, listening to it. I actually do like it a lot. And I know that they're like filming visuals on like a tennis court behind their house and things like that. I don't know if that's what was used for these BET visuals, but I think it might be. I really liked the video for Forgive Me, which I know was filmed out there. And it seems like they drew on some of the aesthetics from that video for the BET performance where they did Forgive Me, and they also did Do It. They did Forgive Me first, and every single time I hear anything by Chloe and Halle or I see them, because I've seen like their YouTube videos and some of their videos floating around Instagram, various places with them, playing the instruments, playing the guitar, doing their covers and singing and harmonizing. I've always thought, wow, they can really sing. Like, these little girls have some great voices. They can really, really, really sing. But they just always seemed so young. that I sometimes almost felt, I was talking with a friend about this, and I almost felt like they were serving like R&B kids bop. Like, you know, as talented as you are, I feel like I'm a little too grown up and mature for their stuff previous to the album that they have out now. But I know that they recently, you know, became adults. I know they were minors before, so they recently have gotten a little older. And the whole point of Ungodly Hour is a little bit of a more mature sound and a little bit of a more mature look. And I think it's working for them, and it's really piquing my interest with these girls. I feel like they have a lot of stage presence. Um, I might get their names wrong. Please forgive me, my dude. I'm trying not to. I always think of both of them as Chloe and Halle. So, the one playing Ariel, who I think is Halle, right, has a, they're both beautiful girls. She has a beautiful angelic face. The more I see of her, I already thought she was going to do great as Ariel, even when I wasn't like super up on their music and things of that nature. But the more that I get into their music and look at them, I think she's going to be wonderful. Like, I think her face, she just has that look, like that innocent Ariel. I feel like she's going to do an amazing job. Unfortunately, The Little Mermaid live action is on hold due to COVID, like everything else. Miss Rona came and ruined everything. But, you know, I feel like she's really going to do amazing. Chloe, the older one, she can dance. She has, I know I've read a little bit about them, so I know that like Halle suffers from like stage fright and shyness and like not feeling like she's the best dancer. And, you know, it's obvious that they're still young and they're still learning. Chloe definitely has, Halle has like that angelic face and that like high angelic voice. I love how Forgive Me starts with these like operatic notes. But Chloe has definitely that, she can dance, she can move her body in certain types of ways. They're definitely like a yin and yang that they're playing on two different levels, and they're hitting all these different things with their stage presence, their performance, their harmonizing, their vocals. You know, they're definitely two peas in a pod, which I like a lot. I do like duos. You guys know I love Ray Shremmerd, and they remind me a lot of like a female Ray Shremmerd, like very young with just tons of raw talent, like talent coming out of their ears and their fucking eyeballs and shit. Forgive Me hits, that's a hit, that's a fucking bop. Tipsy is a goddamn motherfucking bop. Like, we could review the album if you guys want to review, let me know in the comments. But I really enjoyed their costumes, this like black latex, and they sound exactly like the song. They sound exactly like the song, which is, I always love, because I like the song. So to see them perform it live and to hear their, well, not live, I don't think it was live, but correct me if it was live. But to hear their vocals, that's not, you know, pre-recorded and cleaned up in the studio, even though I knew they could sing, obviously, because I've listened to their voices. But it's always a plus when it sounds exactly like the song, and it's a song that you liked. The choreography was a little, you know, it was a little weak. It was a little hit and miss. Choreo is obviously not their strong suit at this point in time. But again, I know this is only like their second album and they're still very young artists. And I do love the song. They're super talented. I really definitely see the potential. Their hair, like I love their hair and like their locks and their whole look, their whole everything as they mature as artists. I'm feeling it. After Forgive Me, they performed Do It, which I think is meant to be the lead single off of Ungodly Hour. It was Do It, and then now Forgive Me is out. I don't care for Do It. I don't know why. It's not that I think it's a bad song, because I don't think it's a bad song. And I even find myself like humming it or like saying some of the words like around the house. Or the melody. But the song just does not hit for me. They still looked cute. I still like their costumes. They had these like white TLC adjacent like baggy pants and these tops with all these like straps, all these like strings everywhere. So I still love the way that they were styled. Still love their voices. But to me, Do It feels like a filler song. It feels like a song that's especially made for TikTok, which I know there was a little TikTok challenge, the little dance they were doing, the little dance, you know. But I feel like when you're making songs specifically for that purpose, you can tell. I don't know if that makes sense. there's a difference between a song that like naturally, organically sort of takes off on TikTok and songs that are specifically made to like try to go viral on TikTok. And Do It to me feels like the latter. It just feels like a filler song that is cute and catchy, but it's specifically made for like virality on like that type of platform. And you guys know that I don't really care for that type of thing because to me it actually sounds fake. So Do It was fine. And then they had a little Lose My Breath, you know, Destiny's Child realness in the middle. It was like us against ourselves, like their Do It white outfits versus the Forgive Me black outfits, little choreography. Again, I don't know if their dancing is strong enough for a dance break. The Forgive Me overall aesthetic, I definitely think is better than the Do It aesthetic, which once you have them head to head, which was a cute idea, especially because since both of them, so I guess not live, yeah, both of them had to have been pre-recorded. So they pre-recorded them and then they like put them up against each other, which is a cute idea. Again, sort of an example of something that can maybe be done when you're working remotely and not, you know, live and in person. Really interesting concept, live, you know, and maybe in person it would have been live with like a screen in the back. But I feel like the Do It aesthetic wasn't strong enough to be put head to head up against the dark background and the black costumes and the, you know, the Forgive Me aesthetic, and the dancing wasn't strong enough for it either. So that end was the weakest point for me, but I really liked their Forgive Me performance a lot. Again, the black costumes, the dark background. I know they're trying to grow up and mature, and it seems like maturity suits them over the kids bop R&B, so I definitely want them to continue moving in this direction because I like it. I find it fascinating and it's working for them, and I'm actually really excited about Chloe and Halle to see where they keep going as they mature as artists and grow older and push it. I feel like they're gonna push it as they continue to grow. I feel like they're quality girls. They're quality girls. So Meg the Stallion, Chloe and Halle, quality. I really loved it. I really liked it a lot, and I went into it with low expectations because I already feel some type of way about award shows, and I wasn't sure how this remote stuff was going to work. So I was really pleasantly surprised. So let me know what you guys think. There will be links and information in the description box, as well as most likely in a pinned comment. Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace. Let me know if you want a Chloe and Halle review. Bye.